So the first thing you need to do is to choose 3 different colors of string from your packet. So I've got black, blue, and purple here. And the first thing you want to do is take one of those pieces of string, one of the skeins, and take the little papers off the end and open up the string. Try and find the center and put that on your wrist so that the string doesn't get knotted. So the next thing you need to do is to find one end of the string that pulls easily, and this is not the right end. As you can see, it started to knot around my wrist, so I'm going to stop pulling there and I'm going to start pulling from the other end. Okay, so this one is unraveling easily. So I want to basically make the length from my chin to my thumb, and I want to double that. So I'm just going to hold it at the middle and drop that length again. So now I've got 2 lengths of string that are about from my thumb to my chin. So those are the black ones. I'm going to do the same thing again. And you want to tell your students to make sure that they don't knot the string, because they'll have paid for the string at this point, and every time it knots, they're going to waste the string and they're going to have to buy more. So they want to be careful when they're doing this. So I've done the same thing again. I've got the purple around my wrist, and this end is pulling really easily. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to measure that with the string that I have already, and it doesn't have to be exact, just approximate. And I'm going to have 2 lengths of that string, and I'm going to cut it, same thing. So now I've got my black and I've got my purple finished about the same length, and I'm going to do the same now with blue. So again, we're kind of looking for the middle here. Sometimes it's easier than others. There we go. And I'm just going to pull this and make it the same length as the other ones. Okay, so there's our blue. Next thing I want to do is to take a piece of masking tape and tape that to the table. And I'm going to use that. I'm going to put all 3 lengths of string together. Doesn't matter which end. I'm just going to make sure that they're lined up. So I've got all 6 lengths of string now. And I'm going to put one end under the tape. And I'm going to go straight to the other end. And all I'm doing here is twisting. There's no braiding, there's no magic. All I'm doing is twisting. And I'm going to twist the string until it can't twist anymore, until it kind of starts to do weird things because it's too tight. So we're just twisting, and that's about as tight as it can go. So the next thing I'm going to do is pull this end out, and I'm taking the 2 ends now. I've got 2 fingers on this end and 2 fingers on this end, and all I want to do is put both ends under the same 2 fingers. So I'm going to put this end now with this end. So I have both ends under the same 2 fingers. Now this is normal for the string to kind of all twist up like this. All I have to do really is pull this out and pet it down, and my bracelet is almost done now. I'm going to take this end that I've been holding here, I'm still holding it relatively tightly, and I'm just going to make a loop. So there's the loop. I'm pushing the end through, so all I've done is tied a knot at one end. There's my knot. The other end, all I have to do is pull that open, and there is a naturally forming loop that's right there. Basically that becomes the slip knot to hold the bracelet together. So that's what the bracelet looks like, and here's how you would put the bracelet on. So I'm just going to undo it now, and all I've done again is open up the slip knot at one end, and I push my knot through. And it's that simple. Voila!